Alright, welcome to the channel. Today we're playing Boneworks. So this is a VR game with a heavy focus on physics and interactivity. We're gonna get started with the story. Now I've played this game a little bit already. And we just get to start with this nice cinematic. They totally slapped a bunch of stuff onto a HTC Vive. But yeah, really good soundtrack in this game, by the way.
Operator, attention.
So, we've got a nice little starting area here, teaching us how to force grab. So essentially, if you close all of your fingers and then pull your trigger in, you'll grab the object in front of you, or at least the one that you're reaching to. We can choose to archive or incinerate these. I'm going to choose to archive them all, and there's a little secret that I'll show you related to that. This is a funny one. Please listen! I know I look like a clipboard, but actually I'm fully sentient. Please don't throw me into the recycling. I've just become aware of my reality and can't go back to the void. This is the only life I know. Everything is new and exciting. Please, I have so many tasks to keep track of and dreams of helping people communicate. Please don't kill me. Clippy the clipboard. We won't kill you, Clippy. And this one. And that is the USB from the cutscene. Alright. Now, one really cool thing about this game, I'll show it with this lever here actually, is every part of your body physically collides with stuff. So you don't even have to grab some things, you can just push it however you'd like. Finger's a bit weird there, but other than that, it's really solid. Monogon VR legs. Staff only. Oh. Okay, that was weird. VR legs override. Let's see what this does. What? We get VR arms. Okay. Well, I've got VR legs. I'm good. But yeah, crazy attention to detail here. You can just pick up magazines, you can pick up like food products and everything, and there's just detailed everything you want on it. Reading material, I guess. Got some interesting exposition here, although it's quite vague. If you die in the Void Way, do you die in real life? Everyone is too afraid to try. We have to patch out any way for security breaches. If you die in Mythos, that's this virtual city our characters just entered, you come back. This can't be good for our psyche. We've got a company-wide emergency. Dying in Mythos just resurrects you over and over. We had to code resurrection for Myth, but that doesn't connect to the Void. Not too sure what that means just yet. Well, this is obviously about immortality or something. I think that this virtual world, lore-wise, is supposed to be built on top of some anomaly called the Void. Yeah, if you die in real life, do you die in the Void? I'd say that's a company-wide emergency right there.
All Monogon employees are instructed to exit Mythos City and attend
I just stuck it in the chair.
conference.
Alright. Oh hey. This is our desk. Monogon Internal Audit Accountability. Monogon employee Arthur Ford, again that's us, was seen eating lunch in the Anomalous Object Disposal break room. While still on lunch break, employee began checking time on a variety of devices. Company audit recommendation. Arthur Ford seems to be interested in communicating with non-Monogon employees. Double monitoring requested. That might be related to the USB that we stick in that starting cinematic, but I'm not sure. Let's keep this with us. Alright. Theoretically, if we can somehow stop the system clock, we could disconnect the resurrection field outside Mythos chambers. We could resurrect in the Void. If I disconnect the servers, I could probably buy a couple hours. The Voidway could allow for immortality. If the Monogon heads knew even remotely how valuable this is, even with Boneworks access, getting out of Mythos might be hard. Let's go find out. Yes! Let's do it! Let's do it! That's the spirit. Hey little guy! What do you do? Ha! Just spin us around and around, eh? Yeah, run, fool.
Void energy particles have been detected in the area.
They're all scared now. Alright. Got a steam leak here. And what looks to be ammo. There we go. Okay. Oh. No trespassing. Well, I sure am going to. Hey! Oh, that took away my crowbar. Weapons free zone, I guess. Museum of Technical Demonstration. Presented by Ultramersion. Alright. Not much to see here, except for this giant blue portal thing. Huh. Something to replace our crowbar with. Might be too big to keep in our inventory, though. Yeah. We'll leave it. Mythos City, opening day. Prepare for the future.
Hello, and welcome to the Museum of Technical Demonstration.
Mythos City is a virtual metropolis designed as an all-encompassing operating space for a digital lifestyle, constructed almost entirely by artificial intelligence. The city provides infinite user instances, with space offering educational institutions, parallel office space for holo conferencing, a multitude of entertainment options, and virtual vacation services. Mythos provides a virtual alternative to the dangers, expense, and guilt of physical existence. Thanks, Mythos. Physical presence. Traditional virtual space versus Mythos virtual simulation. This is the traditional. It goes through everything. And Mythos.
Physically interactive environments and full body presence are the cornerstone for living and working in virtual spaces.
Nice. Null entities.
Null-based entities are artificial structs created by the city's underlying AI to help in the construction of Mythos City itself. Null bodies may look sentient, however, don't be fooled. They are merely mindless artificial data laborers.
Don't be fooled, eh? Product lineup.
Monogon provides a wide array of immersive virtual equipment for any simulated lifestyle. The excellent range of options spans from the work-oriented teleglass blue to the extreme gamer-targeted Prophet XT7.
That one looks like a space helmet, and that one looks like a cardboard box. We've got a jumping demonstration here.
Jumping is a byproduct of a sudden release of stored upward force, resulting in temporary vertical
Let's do a
displacement
quick hop.
to build up stored jump energy. Please
You can
the
hold
jump
it
button
for a
and
full
release when
one.
ready.
And you can also crouch while you're in the air to lift your legs up. All right.
If you are experiencing any overwhelming reaction to Mythos virtual please take a short break and come back to the mechanics after you feel comfortable.
And crouching is simple enough, so I can either use a stick to crouch up and down, or just really do it. And we've got a climbing gym here. Oh, I don't know if it showed it on that screen, but you can also do a large jump by crouching, either by actually doing it or virtually doing it, and then doing a jump then. So you can do some cool stuff. Okay, so this just showcases you can climb up pipes, you can climb up bars, edges. These foam tiles on the wall are climbable. You could even just grab a zip line and go up. Or, if you wanted to, you could run, charge your jump, let her go, and you're up top. Okay, so one thing that I wanted to show off as well is you have the ability to put your arms over a ledge and hoist your entire body up. We could do that right here. If you jump up and you don't quite make it, you don't even have to be able to grab on the surface. You just tuck your legs in, push down and back, and you're up. And this is pretty cool. This looks like a window, except it's not. It's like a holographic display almost. Okay, got a little interaction segment here. Yeah. Various objects you can smash. And ones of different weights. You can even dribble a ball if you want to. You have a decent amount of control. Or this is some dumbbell thing, very heavy. If I were to grip it with fewer fingers, it'll actually slide through my hand until I grab it again fully. Oh. We've got a boxing bag. So all of your punches are going to have different strengths depending on how hard you actually punch. And that includes like if you're walking, running, etc. Anomalous objects. Interactable objects found throughout Mythos City may sometimes display unusual characteristics. These objects are referred to as having anomalous properties. While these attributes may manifest as benign, there is a very real danger of data corruption. Figure 1. Drink receptacle. A commonly tracked item, these cylindrical cylinders simulate physically accurate ceramic material. These shatterable objects recycle dynamically. Anomaly? Indestructible. Oh, I think these are all the ones that we archived at the beginning. Figure 2. Apollo figure. This cute figure acts as a tool for measuring light density and spread. Anomaly. Importance. And figure 3. Communication board. Standard Monogon developer communicator. Anomaly. Data corruption. Oh, is that Clippy? Oh, why? I wish I'd been incinerated. How long can I live for? Eternity in this archive. Please end it. No, Clippy. There's nothing we can do. Farewell. And because we archived all 3 objects at the start, we can enter this archival room.
Attention archival staff. Due to an unfortunate recent incident, we request that all employees obfuscate the basement unlock module.
Alright, what's this about? Oh, get my cord untangled. There we go. For some reason, y'all seem incapable of keeping your museum basement modules from getting lost. Please secure them, guys. As soon as Mythos releases, there are going to be Gammon employees combing these halls for Boneworks modules. That's interesting. I think the USB from the cutscene said Gammon on it, so maybe we're using a different company's tech to infiltrate Myth. Ooh, Boneworks. Open with caution. Excuse me? Alright. Blank box. So these are little plugs that you can bring with you to the end of a level, and there's a special bin you throw it in. You'll see it in a bit. And once you throw it in, most items it just unlocks it in sandbox mode, but for those plugs, they'll appear in your main menu for you to plug in and then enable certain levels. Alright, so one cool thing about this game is ammo is currency. So you'll find these shops throughout levels, and if you want to buy something cool, stick it in, open it up. In this case, we've got a little unlockable character for sandbox mode. And if it takes too much money, you can get a refund, which is just your ammo back. And then if you want to actually use your unlockables in sandbox, you have to find this reclamation bin at the end and chuck them in. I've already chucked in basically everything in this tutorial level. I've played around quite a little bit. This game is just too fun to wait and do everything in video series. But if you want to, this next room is full of swords and guns and all sorts of cool stuff. And the way of bringing that back to the reclamation bin is pretty simple. So what you do first is you put your trash can right under the door. And then when you walk through this laser, it'll lift that door up and close this one, but the trash can will stop it. So I'll just walk backwards to show you. And then that way you can bring any items you want right back through. It's pretty awesome. Okay, so we've got various gun demonstrations here. So you have to actually load the guns. And as well as the bullet into the chamber. You can aim down the sights. And then you can either pull your magazine out or tap it with another one to trade it. And yeah, do some cool shooting. I think there's just more ammo in here. Yeah. You can collect it if you want to. You've got infinite ammo in the tutorial though, so it doesn't really matter. And then we've got some bigger guns. Oh. You gotta make sure you're not holding the trigger in if you're... Yeah. You don't want to fire it right away. So you got a real sight on this one. And one cool thing too, and that's kind of shown by these here, is if you have two guns with heavy recoil, you can put them against each other and kind of cancel it out. And as well as proper sights, there's also scopes and holographic sights as well, like this one has. Nice. Let's move on to the melee weapons here. So you've got a bunch of sort of improvised blunt light weapons found around the game. You know, pipes, bricks, hammers, crowbar, if you will. You've got blunt, heavier ones, so like the sledgehammer, you know, ones that you really want two hands for the heavy weapons. And then you've got some nice little stabby things like daggers. You can keep them under your arm, whereas a lot of the other larger weapons have to go over your shoulder. You can throw these as well. Got some, you know, somewhat larger swords. Up to the point that you can use two hands, and will have to use two hands. Yeah. And then you've got the greatest sword of all time, the Noodle Dog Foam Sword. Okay. Let's get on to the advanced physics.
Your Museum of Technical Demonstration 2-hour ticket refund voucher expires automatically.
Alright, void energy. This chaotic matter forms the foundation upon which Mythos stands. Quantum VE particles exist in multiple places at once, providing the perfect glue that holds instanced matter together. Unimaginably dangerous if left unchecked. Void energy should be handled with extreme caution. Okay, so Mythos is built on top of this void thing then. And can somehow get semi-physical material behaviors through that? I'm not too sure. Please report any potential void leaks. Alright. We've got all the fun little items you can imagine. What's this? Camper's condensed noodle soup as opposed to Campbell's. That's pretty funny. Swords and spiders. Ah, it's like a board game that they're selling. Nice. and we've even got VR headsets. So we're already in VR and VR, and now we can go one level deeper. You can even walk around, but you'll actually be walking around in your VR space. And you've got night vision goggles, or in this case, loss of vision goggles. That's pretty bright. Okay. And we're now leaving the museum through the recycling.
Please, keep your workspace environment clean. Clean forever.
Stand clear. Don't throw guns in the recycling. Why? What if I want to? Bah.